Hello and welcome back to another video. Oops, I did it again, and we're on a bit of a buying binge on eBay. Not sure why, it was definitely Game Boy related, so got some of that to show. But certainly first and foremost, massive thanks to King Arthur Tom, who kindly sent me along a cartridge from the Sega Mega Drive Japanese version of Moonwalker. So I've now housed that in the box. So even though I've got the European version, I don't know, is it necessary to have two versions? I don't know, but I have now, so I guess it's kind of cool. So massive thanks for that, Tom. Now the Game Boy games. I should have just bought the EverDrive for the Game Boy rather than going on a Madden, but this is what happened. And basically, a game that I would probably recommend everyone who's into Game Boy should own. It's better than its name, and you'll get what I mean, exactly what I'll show you now. And it's Golf. Now, I first encountered Nintendo Golf back on the NES, and I thought it was fantastic. It took some working out exactly how far the clubs went, you know, the distance. But once you got it in your mind, it was you know, a really good game. And this is equally as good. It took me a while. I'm still hitting 15 over par, but when I started I was doing 30 over par, you know, for the round, so I'm definitely getting somewhere, and this is just such a great way to pass a bit of time. I think it's one of the best games on the Game Boy, in all honesty, in absolutely pristine condition. I think I paid $7.99 delivered for this. And the thing that has put me off buying Game Boy games is that most sellers, unlike this one, have no idea how to package stuff. I'm not going to open them all, but I'll just open this one. You know, absolutely mint. And I think this is where I went wrong, as I sort of thought the other week, oh, it's really hard to get nice condition Game Boy box games, so as soon as I see any I'll buy them, which is what I was doing, but it's not really that difficult, there's loads about. So that's Golf. I think it's a really good title, well worth getting. So next up, and this is where the sort of woes begin, is Revenge of the Gator on the Game Boy. Fondly remember borrowing this cartridge and thinking it was a really cool pinball game, and it is exactly that. Now, unfortunately, and this blew my mind, and someone explained it to me in a manner that perhaps is actually true, that the cartridge is in the Game Boy. But this was sent just wrapped in basically an envelope. So unfortunately, it's gained a bit of damage on its journey. So they weren't actually featured in the library picture. I don't know if you're going to actually pick them up on the camera, but there's various knocks and dents and things, which is a massive shame. And the way it was explained to me was perhaps the person who sold it to you doesn't really understand the value of the entire package and is just more thinking it's just about the game. I know that's a pretty poor way of looking at things, but that's probably true. It is ignorant of the seller. I don't know what to do about it, really. I don't have to message them and try and go through, you know, the whole system of getting some money back or just take it on the chin. It's just, I'm still happy with it. It's just more, you know, when you know this could have come in a lot better condition than it has came, it's just annoying. And it just grates me, because you think it survived 25 years in somebody's loft or on somebody's bookshelf, but it couldn't survive one fucking journey through the Royal Mail because of the way some twat inadequately packaged it. So, but yeah, cracking game. Another one, the music on this is banging. HAL Laboratories, they could do no wrong on the Game Boy, you know. But they actually brought out the Kirby Pinball, which is sort of an evolution of that game, but Revenge of the Gator is where it's at for me. So next we've got a buyback. Years ago, I had loads of box Game Boy games, probably going on for about 20. Stupidly decided to sell a load of them, and this was one of the ones I sold. Mine was pretty much in a similar condition to this, and I think I paid $9.99 delivered. So pretty much spanking, pretty much as new. There's a little bit of damage if you want to be fussy, but you know, 20, 25 years on, I'm happy to receive them in this condition. Although I probably will just buy the Game Boy EverDrive and be done with it, because I'm entering down a massive wormhole getting all nostalgic about these box Nintendo games. But that's a great game, Tiny Toons. It's got a lot of variety. I think the way they use the characters and the way the game's paced, it is pretty decent. It's just slightly outclassed by the next game I'm going to show you, which was released about the same time. Now, I only ever hired this out from the video shop, and I wanted to buy it, but just didn't have the money at the time. You know, my parents weren't buying it. And it's Looney Tunes. Sort of similar to Tiny Toons in many regards, including the name. But actually, the gameplay on this is it's a lot better game. It's certainly been you know, there's been more go into it. I think the way it controls, it feels a lot more like your standard sort of platformer, your Mario type S type thing. That's the cartridge on the floor. Unfortunately, this game again was not sent in the best of ways. It looks worse than it did any actual eBay pictures. I guess it's part and parcel of eBay these days. But I'm not going to buy, I mean, I'll keep rattling on about this, but I'm not going to buy any more box game or games on eBay. If I find some in the wild, as you might say, or you know, at a gaming convention or something, then cool, I'll perhaps pick them up. But it's difficult to get them in the condition I'm after, and even if they are in that condition when pictured, by the time we get here, they're generally not. So that's about it, really. I've got some items to trade. Don't know if you want to go through them quickly. Basically, it's just what I couldn't sell. I don't really think there's anything new other than perhaps Snoopy's Magic Show on the Game Boy, which is just there. It's all complete, the inner tray's a bit bashed up and there's no plastic case for the cartridge, so it's actually not all complete, that's actually nonsense. SE Battle, no instructions, in pretty decent condition. Super Amon complete. Dick Tracy complete, some water damage. Altered Beast complete, some water damage. Hit me with your rhythm stick. I don't know, I mean, I've got most of the games I already won, so... But perhaps you've got something I fancy playing. Maybe you've got a box Game Boy game. Who knows? But yeah, that's about it for now. Nothing much else to report. I did buy I'll show you the back, another pad for my Super Nintendo. As you can expect, anybody who knows about these things, they always come in a right state. So I've ordered new pads, and, you know, carbon pads and stuff. I'll sort all that out, and really needed it for Mario Kart, because I had a third-party controller. Not, you know, it's a bit unfair compared to the actual Super Nintendo controller. Almost everything is inferior on that console. So yeah, not a lot else to report. Hopefully I'll get a time off over Christmas. Try and do some gameplays. Going to try and cover this game, Curse, which I think is a fantastic shoot for the Mega Drive. Maybe a Christmas special. We'll see. We'll see. But that's it for now, really. Thank you for watching. Hopefully upload some more videos soon.